Hi, I'm Becky Ruman, and I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More. I am so excited to tell you a little bit about UBAM and also, more importantly, the amazing books that we have to offer. They are the most engaging, exciting educational books on the market today. They're high quality, they're innovative, and they're beautifully illustrated, which you'll see in a minute. Best of all, they are the books that kids love to read. We have, I think, about almost 2,000 titles now to choose from. And whether you're shopping for babies all the way up through young adult, we definitely have something to offer everyone. I'm going to try to show you the books that we have in our home library. These books are ones that I have earned through either hosting a party through Usborne or mostly after becoming a consultant. It's ridiculous how much this company is just willing to give away to people who love to sell their books. So you can see I'm going to try to go quickly, but I have a lot to go through here. So let me start off first with the youngest ones. We have That's Not My series. These are our touchy-feely books. We have That's Not My Monkey, That's Not My Owl, and That's Not My Meerkat. So, so cute. These are great for, I think about, they recommend like 9 months or so and up. This is baby's very first slide and see animals, and there's others in this series as well. There's Under the Sea and Farm Animals. Lots of fun things for little hands to do. We have talk about books. We have the zoo, tons of questions in here to get kids engaged. Really, when I say kids, though, we're talking those real little ones. My son's 1 and adores this book. We have our muddle and match, which is great for practicing alliteration and just for those early readers. And you can see you can muddle up the story or you can keep the color coding the same so that the story makes sense. We have my first word book, and one of the best things about this book is that it's not just nouns, there's verbs in here as well. So adorable illustrations, lots to look at in there. And then along the same lines, we have my very first book of things to spot. We have At Home and Out and About, and there's a third one as well in this series. Tons and tons of cute pictures. I'll just give you a quick peek. You can see inside here all different questions to ask as well. So all of those I would say are for a younger crowd. We have pop-up books. This is a gorgeous book. You can see the pop-up garden. This is my favorite page, the vegetable patch. Adorable. Again, great conversation starters. I know you're reading already, but there's a way to engage your child with the book. Just for example, it says, can you find a hungry rabbit hiding in the vegetable patch? And what types of vegetables are growing here. So, so cute. This is probably my favorite book of all time. It's called All Better. This is constantly going in and out of stock, and it comes with these 5 repositional Band-Aids that you can put on the animal's boo-boos. So I'll just show you one real quick here. They have the animal on there, and there's 5 different animals that get little boo-boos. You know how much kids are obsessed with Band-Aids, so this is perfect. And those are reusable stickers. Another awesome book, Jonathan James and the What If Monster. This is great for really, I would say, anyone at all. But it's for battling anxiety and worries and fears. I always say that adults need to read this more often. It's all about, what if this happens, what if that happens, and then finally he overcomes his fears. We even have a little plush to go along with the book. We have B is for bedtime. This is an awesome book, goes through the whole alphabet, all different things getting ready for bed. This is one of our phonics readers, and it's actually a combined volume. I believe there's 6 stories in here. You can also purchase these individually, but you can see that this one comes with Cow Takes a Bow, Snail Brings the Mail, Bee Makes Tea, Underpants for Ants, Croc Gets a Shock, and Crow in the Snow. And there's even puzzles at the end of the book. So nice hardcover, sturdy pages. Tale of Two Beasts, I can't say enough about this one. Awesome, awesome book for teaching perspective and point of view and just being in someone else's shoes. Love, love, love this book. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. We also have I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. Very rhythmic sound to it, and you can see adorable illustrations. if you could see that there. And then I'm a Dirty Dinosaur is illustrated with real mud, and I'm a Hungry Dinosaur is with Coco, I believe. This is another one of my favorite books. This is Nibbles the Book Monster, and he eats his way through books. And just the incredible creativity that they went through in making this book. It's unreal. There's all these different little flaps. You can see, I want to take time to show you this one because it's just so neat. There's books within the book, so he eats his way into some classics. And then at the very end, you can see we have to lock him back up in his crate so he doesn't eat through more books, but then he eats through this book as well. You can see the hole right there. So awesome, awesome book. This one also comes with a plush. I don't know if you've heard, but we carry Cade Miller books. And these books right here are great for when you're learning about the digestive system when you're a little one. The gas you pass and everyone poops. Perfect, perfect for addressing those titles. I also love the Usborne First Experiences. This is going to the dentist and going to school. We also have going to the doctor and the new baby. These are perfect, perfect for starting out all of those new experiences. And then I cannot say enough about our Lift the Flap books. So we have ones that are called Lift the Flap. So it's Lift the Flap Computers and Coding. Tons and tons of sturdy flaps in here. I also have General Knowledge. Great, great books. But then we, in addition to that, have Peek Inside, Look Inside, and See Inside. Now, Peek Inside's meant for about 3 and up. Look Inside for about 5 years old and up, and then See Inside for 7 years old and older. We have Look Inside Your Body. This book is unreal. There's flaps within flaps. So I don't know if I can do this justice, but as you open up this one flap here, we have other flaps inside that, and then more flaps inside there. It's unbelievable how many flaps and how sturdy they are, because my son's 1. We won't be reading this to him just yet, but all of the flap books, any of the flap books within Usborne Books and More are going to stay. And if you have a terrible book monster of a child, you can always replace your books with our 50% replacement policy, which is just really unheard of in other publishing. In addition to that, we also have these big books, and they have large flaps. So not so much lift the flap, but they come out, you'll see in a moment here, and open up to huge, huge, huge books. So these are great for laying on the floor, which I think most kids like to read books like that anyway. So this is the big book of Big Dinosaurs. We have tons in this series. We have the big book of color, of trucks, of there's books on space, really any interest that you might be looking for. So speaking of space, we have a ton of nonfiction books, and these are some of my favorite. These are our Shine a Light books, and with these, you shine a flashlight behind the page to reveal more of what's going on. So you'll shine behind here. It says, can you see what the train is pulling? And then this image appears if you shine a light behind it. So, so cool. And then we also have Secrets of the Seashore. There's, I think, at least about 8 more in the series. I could be mistaken. There might be more than that. These are the 2 that we have. We have little books like this, How Flowers Grow, Fighter Planes, great nonfiction. Probably the best encyclopedia ever, the Usborne Science Encyclopedia. Tons and tons of information, and it's fun to look at. If we had encyclopedias like this when I was a kid, I might have actually read them a little bit more. The other awesome thing is that we have these internet links, these QR codes on every page right down there, so they can read beyond the text, and they're safe links to use. You don't have to worry about that. Not only do we have all of these awesome books here, traditional books, but we have a ton of activity books. So I'm going to start off just showing you a couple of the interactive ones and then more of the activity sticker coloring books. This one is a favorite, and this is another one that has gone out of stock a few times. There's a mouse about the house. You take your little mouse and you put him through this little slot here, and he slides through onto the next page. And as you read the story, you're reading from left to right, practicing that skill and practicing fine motor skills. This is really for toddlers, maybe 3 and up. So he comes through the other side, and you can see we pull him through and bring him through to the next page. Awesome book. And there's also another one called A Squirrel's Tale, another one of our slot books. So, so cute. And if you lose your mouse, there's a little pattern on the back that you can trace. This is a perfect book, my first keyboard book for if you are not musically inclined. I know I am not at all. I can't play an instrument. So this is color coded. And you can see right here, we can play Round the Mulberry Bush. So adorable, cute pictures on here, and kids can play along with the songs that they grew up with, some of the classics. Oh boy, I don't even know where to start with the next little set I have over here, but these are our activity cards. I actually don't have them in the box at the moment, but it's 100 things for little children to do on a trip, and we have tons of others. They come with a dry erase marker and they're wipe clean cards, so great for keeping kids busy on vacation, doctor's appointments, wherever they need to be kept busy. And then speaking of keeping busy, we have these wipe clean books, more wipe clean, just larger, practicing the alphabet and numbers. There's pen control, drawing, mazes, telling time, tons of them. And I haven't mentioned any of the prices of these, but they're super affordable. These especially, they're $7.99 for this book, and you can see how adorable these books are for practicing all those skills. And you can use them again and again, which is the biggest appeal. We have activity books. This is Knights and Castles. We have Fairy Ponies coloring book and Vintage Fashion coloring book. Travel Pocket doodling and coloring book. This is again awesome for vacation. Logic puzzles. This is 100 paper spaceships to fold and fly, so all sorts of papers, and then they give you these fun ways to fold in the beginning, and then each page tells you which design you should use. And then this is an awesome book, A Year in My Life. It's sort of like a neat little keepsake for kids, and there's just little tasks to do every day, and then they can look back at it years later. Love, love, love that book. In addition to those activity books, we also have these giant wind-up and pullback books. So we have the wind-up bus, and there's a reason for that. This is the only book of the wind-up books that actually has pages in here that pop out. So I can't really do it justice now, but I can pop these pages out and form a big puzzle. And then there's this little wind-up bus that follows the track. So you can actually just use the book just like this and have the bus go around the track, or take out all the different pages that are in here and make a giant puzzle. So we have bus, plane, train, tractor, bug, car, race car. There's tons, really, again, for any interest. Then the reusable stickers. We do have a few books like All Better that have reusable stickers. This is kind of a hidden gem, at least for me it was. Felix and Ella's Vacation. Comes with a board book. So you can see there's all the characters here, but then we have these blank pages. So this is in the country, on the farm. There's one that's a beach scene, and then the sticker book has the reusable stickers here that you can take out and position on those other pages. Great, great book. Again, just a nice book to interact with. More activity books we have. There's Where's Will Shakespeare, and you're trying to find him in the big sea of other people. We have Sticker Book Dinosaurs, Sticker Dressing Heroes. This is not a math book. This one's awesome. I guess This Is Not a Math Book is a great title for it because usually math just kind of gives kids anxiety immediately. I am a high school math teacher, and I've seen that firsthand too many times. But this is a really fun way that they're using math, but it's not like your standard math textbook. It's really a little extra creative, and they don't feel like they're learning, which is the most important part, to kind of trick them into that, and they realize that learning can be fun. And then the last books that I want to show you are some of our books for older kids. These are some chapter books. We have the Hey Jack series. You can see the size of these. Here's one, Hey Jack, the New Friend. I don't know if you could see the print there, when they're first learning to sort of read books with, less pictures and more text. There's Amy Wild's Animal Talker. We have for a little bit older kids, the Impossible Quest series, Moonfleet. There's also Conspiracy 365, which is a huge one. I have mainly younger books because my son is younger. It's great, he's gonna grow into all of these, but I kind of, there's so many out there that I haven't even touched upon for young adult, middle school, high school. And then finally, I think this is our last book. Thanks for bearing with me. This is Usborne Incredible Illustrated Stories. And we have a bunch of these as well. There's Greek mythology, and you could just see these beautiful illustrations in here. Really gets the kids excited as they're reading through them. And it even comes with those nice ribbon bookmarks. So thank you so much for listening to all of that, for seeing all that we have to offer. I really hope that through seeing that you found some books that would work for either your children or whatever other children that you're shopping for. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can find my website link underneath this video. Thanks so much for watching.